Welcome to the good, the bad, and the honest. Today I'm going to touch on a subject that a lot of people may be familiar with, or if not, it's going to be about my mom. If you don't know, my mom passed away in December 2020. My mom passed away in her 50s from COVID and some other complications because of her life choices. But she passed away in December of 2020. And that's one of the biggest things that it's been really hard for me to understand and try to break down. So let's see if I can give you some insight and some little bit of a relief from the stress you've been holding. So when my mom went to the hospital, my sister was the one with her and took her. And for some reason, the doctors wouldn't talk to me. Every time I called, they said, no, we had to talk to your sister because she's the one who dropped her off. They were asking for a DNR. If you don't know what that is, it's called a do not resuscitate. It's when, everything, in their body stops where they have, they technically die, where they have to bring them back to life. And so they asked me, my sister told me that's what they wanted, but she said she didn't want to sign it because she didn't fully understand, she was going through her stuff. So she asked me, to call and figure it out. So I called in and I tried to get a hold of the doctor, but for some reason they wouldn't talk to me. I would talk to nurses, leave messages, check up on mom and see how she was doing. And it got to the point where my sister was so frustrated that she ended up firing the first doctor. Got a new doctor, because I don't know if she was mad at him or he wasn't answering me, whatever the case may be. I don't know. But then again, I tried to call him again and same thing, he wouldn't answer me when I only talked to my sister. So I said, okay, no problem. Well, with everything that was going on, I needed a break, right? I needed to get away from California for a bit because it was a lot. So I took a ride to Arizona, and if the people remember where they were there, I'm telling you, they made that day so much better. So we went out, we had dinner, we went back to the lounge, we hung out for a little bit, and then I had to make the trip back to California, because I wasn't staying. It was just a quick getaway. I know some people don't realize what quick is to Californians because we drive everywhere, but I left and I came back, and I was maybe 10 minutes from the hospital when I got the first call, and they were like, what do we do? And I said, what's your job, right? Because we don't have a DNR. I know that for a fact. I didn't sign it, my sister didn't sign it, so gotta do what you gotta do. So, sir, your sister's not answering. I said, well, keep going until you can, right? So they hung up and I called my sister back. She answered. I said, hey, what do you want to do? And so let them try to save her. I said, okay. So we waited, and I was 5 minutes from the hospital. Now, right, 5 minutes from the hospital, and I got the call that my mom passed away. And at that moment, right, I got a sense of freedom, because with all the stress in that moment, I felt that she waited for me until I got home. So everything that was happening, it just stopped, right? Time stopped for a second. I said, okay, thank you, right? That was the thing. It was after, right? In my mind, was just, I couldn't talk to her, but now I can feel it, right? So now, with everything going on, I said, okay, let's just knock it out, right? So we start planning for the funeral and everything, and people come, we throw balloons, and I'm thinking about, I'm like, even though the stuff that I heard or the stuff that I seen with my mom, I look at it now and I say, I wouldn't change not one thing, because realistically, it's made me who I am. It's made me, my family, who they are. Without my mom, I wouldn't be here, right? And to be honest with you, everybody's definition doesn't matter to me, right? My mom is my mom, my rock. We had a rocky relationship. It was a little, touch and go there for a long time. Mostly it could have been for me not understanding, my anger, my frustration, right? But guess what? Let me change the whole scenario and change why I believe that I'm no longer sad that she's gone for longer periods of time. I can be sad for a little bit of time, right? Share with you why I smile, right? So if you know me, I love hookah, right? And my mom, she was one who didn't judge, right? Because she attempted all types of drugs and drinking. But when it came to hookah, she saw it and she's like, I want to try it. And that was the connection between us, right? That's how she became a little bit more back in my life, more involved, as you must say, to her full capacity. So every time we'd hang out, we'd smoke hookah, we'd get a drink, or we'd chill, or we'd talk, right? And so we'd talk more and more. And one day, my mom didn't live with us, but she was staying with us for a little bit. And I was coming home from the lounge. It was about 3 or 4 in the morning. I normally stop at Jack in the Box, on my way home. I get home, I pack a hookah, put my food down. I go get changed, cleaned up, or whatever I do, get ready for the night to close in. And I go to the restroom, and all I hear, washing my hands, washing my face, is this screaming and 2 doors slam, right? And I know for the fact that the garage door is one of them because it's very, very heavy. And then I hear just somebody screaming down the hallway into the kitchen. So I run to the kitchen. I just see my mom putting water in her face. She's screaming, grab the milk, grab the milk, grab the milk. And I'm in shock because I don't know what's going on, right? But I go grab the milk. I pour it in a cup. She pulls the cup from me, drinks the cup, and then she pulls it down. And this whole time I'm trying to figure out what's going on, right? Because I'm in shock. I don't know what's going on. But at the same time, it's kind of funny, but I don't want to laugh yet. And so I figure out what's going on. So I'm trying to calm her down. I say, hey, what's going on? And she's like, the chicken nuggets are hot. And I started laughing, okay? I don't order chicken nuggets from Jack in the Box, okay? I order jalapeno poppers. And so my mom, if you don't know my mom, she is full 100%. If you want to consider her white, if you want to consider her a girl, whatever you want to consider, she didn't do spices well at all. I'm talking about pepper would give her heartburn. You get what I'm saying? And so to see her be sneaky trying to take my food, right, and see karma get her, and we sat there. We were there for maybe, I want to say 2 hours after she calmed down her tongue and everything, and just started laughing, right? Oh man. With this amount of experience that I have with my mom, and to reminisce and be able to use my mind to go back and play these memories, it's a lot more warming than that she's gone, right? I looked at her being gone as a time to celebrate. If I'm sad that she's gone, how is anybody else gonna feel what she left behind, right? And it wasn't material, it wasn't valuable in what people might consider. It's more of the emotional support, the love, and the affection. Even though when she didn't have anything, she gave it to you. If I didn't have anything, I give it to her, right? It was a cycle that I seen that doesn't matter if it was your last dollar. It matters if you're willing to help when you can, right? And that's what she gave me, right? I've done that my whole life, even though me and her didn't see terms. But if you know me, I've been all over as much as I can to try to help one way or another. It could be whether me giving money, it could be a donation, it could be a tip, it could be just as simple as a hello, right? You never know how you're going to change somebody's day unless you try, right? And in high school, I used to be that outgoing, funny, athletic person. I played sports. I was on ASB. I did the video club. I was active. I hung out with my friends. I got to go support them when they watch games and stuff like that. And I realized that that's all from my mom, right? A good chunk of it. And don't get me wrong, a lot of it comes from my dad too. But because my mom's not here, that's the part that I was reminiscing. That's the part that I was hurting on. That was the part that I was worried about, because not only is she gone for me, but my sister, my brother, my dad, my niece, my nephews, my uncle, my cousins, right? There's other people out there that are gonna miss her, but guess what? The people who know her, I can change their mind in the instant, right? Let's not worry about what she did. No, let's not worry about who she was that you thought she was. Let me explain to you who my mom actually was, right? That's why, in all reality, I believe it's giving me a reason to smile. Me facing the things that were causing me issues, and like I said, I just can breathe, right? So, if you believe that this story or any story that I have might help you, or it might help somebody else, and you want to share with them, please feel forward to send it off, like, follow, or share. But remember, Start with yourself. Deep, deep, deep in. What's hurting you? What makes you mad? Right? Once you start to answer those questions, I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Let me take that back. Once I started to ask myself those questions, I found a reason to be happy for a lot longer. You guys have a great day. Remember, it will be okay.